Hey there guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a little mini Easter egg, which I know a lot of people know about already, but I want to do all the ones that people even know about, even new ones too, and put them on the channel because might as well put them all on. There's nothing stopping me. And it's good for any newcomers that don't know about them and, see them and go, ooh, that's cool. So, yeah, I am going to be putting on Easter eggs, big or small, that have been already found and things too. And if there are any new ones, then I will put those on if I find them. Anyway, this is a small mini Easter egg on the giant, and this is the Mob of the Dead playing Easter egg. You can find this over by this terminal. I will just go in and show you guys. Here you go. With all the dead zombies. If you look at the map, you can also tell which one it is as well. So yeah, Teleporter C. It's literally at the very back of the map. If you look at the top of that building, I'll go as high as I can for you guys. You can see the plane there, the Mob of the Dead plane. I can't really get any higher for you guys, so I have to stay here for it. But yeah, the Mob of the Dead plane is just parked on top of this building quite randomly and a bit conveniently. It sort of it's a bit strange, really. You do also see this Mob of the Dead plane in the Shadows of Evil, and I will go and record that Easter egg and put it in for you guys as well on YouTube, my channel. But I want to just quickly go over, in case people haven't played Mob of the Dead at all, what this plane exactly is. So, in Mob of the Dead, you're obviously in the prison on Alcatraz Island, and you have an escape plan, which is to build a plane and fly over across to the Golden Gate Bridge. Obviously, that plan doesn't go quite according to, well, their plan, and they end up crashing into the bridge and falling down onto that, and then obviously they go through the electric chairs and go back to Alcatraz, or you do the fight at the end of the Easter egg where Weasel fights the others or the others fight Weasel. And it depends who kills who in your game, but what's meant to happen is Weasel's meant to survive and the others are all meant to die. Or else, if Weasel dies, the cycle of that Easter egg will basically keep continuing again and again and again. If you catch the Weasel and kill the others, then the cycle is broken, and it means that that Easter egg storyline will not keep repeating itself, but instead Weasel escapes. Now, there are a few theories as to what happens. Obviously, nothing's concrete yet, so don't quote me on that at all. But there's two sort of theories that I look at that are possible, which is all the Mob of the Dead characters get on the plane, they fly across, and instead of getting to the Golden Gate Bridge, because all of these dimensions in the storyline are now sort of ripped apart into different areas and so on, one of the dimensional rifts opens, the plane goes through that, ends up in Shadows of Evil, which obviously, like I said, I'll put in another video for you guys, and I'll link it to the bottom of this video too. And basically, that plane goes across the top of Shadows of Evil. It then most likely goes through another rift, and it ends up here in the giant on top of that roof. Obviously, you don't see any sign of the Mob of the Dead crew or anything, so you have no idea where they've gone. I can't explain what would happen to them if they were around. There's another theory where it's just Weasel that goes through these dimensions like that, and ends up going here to the giant, and then again I can't explain where he is in the giant or anything. And then the final theory, as far as I've known, is that Weasel and the others don't actually get on the plane in the end, but the plane just flies off by itself, or they miss the flight, and the plane goes through each dimension and ends up in the giant. But obviously there's no one on board it, so It's just an empty plane that's ended up here. Now that could mean something for the Mob of the Dead crew, because it means that they wouldn't be able to escape Alcatraz, and if they're stuck in that little pattern again and again, then that means that, well, they can't ever get out of it, or they'll end up dying or something. That's the way I look at it. But I don't know which is a concrete storyline or anything to that. Again, maybe in the future there might be some more insight to this storyline of this Mob of the Dead plane being in both maps, as well as Mob of the Dead. But I don't honestly know the answer to it just yet. But that's just what I think about it. Obviously, if you guys have different opinions on what it is and so on, leave a comment in the comments about it. And let me know what you guys actually think is the theory to this Mob of the Dead plane being in Shadows of Evil and the Giant, why it's there and things like that. It'd be interesting to know what you guys believe. Obviously, everyone's going to have their own different opinions, and please respect other people's opinions and don't backfire at them and, you know, attack each other. That's not the idea. It'd just be interesting to know what other people think. Obviously, I said what I believe my theories are to it. I don't know which one of them will be right, or if any of them will be right, but, you know, it's always good to know different theories. And so, yeah, if you guys have any, let me know in the comments. And then you can let others know too. Now, I did also say I was going to explain a little bit about how the Mob of the Dead plane actually became to be. So in Mob of the Dead, you do actually go and grab parts to build this plane. It's part of the Easter egg and everything as well. And it's how you get to pack a punch in Mob of the Dead. So you go and collect all these different parts in like a washing room, the main cell, the warden's office. You got some parts in the elevator shaft area, down by the docks and so on. You grab all these parts and you go up to the roof and you build it into this plane here that you see on the screen. And then after you built it all, you fly on it, hoping to reach like some sort of freedom. But instead, what happens is you crash into the Golden Gate Bridge and end up falling onto that. And the plane just resets itself again and so on. And that's basically what happens. So I just described that little storyline in case people haven't played Mob of the Dead. I'm sure most people that are watching this have actually played Mob of the Dead, or at least know about it, and a bit of the storyline. But in case anyone didn't, then I was just describing how the plane is and how it came to be. So yeah, that's just my theories behind this Mob of the Dead plane. Obviously, it's a pretty cool little Easter egg. I like the way they're including Mob of the Dead stuff in other maps now. It quite interests me, considering Mob of the Dead is like my most favourite zombie map ever created. So I'm, quite interested in what they're doing with Mob of the Dead and all their characters and things, and I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, anyway, that was just my theory behind it. It'd be interesting to know what you guys think. So let me know, let others know in the comments. That about wraps up this video. And like before, if you guys know any Easter eggs that I missed, obviously I've still got to put up a load at the moment for the Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 2, and there's still a few for 1 as well. But if you know any that I haven't put up, or haven't put up in the future, then let me know and I will look into it and try and put it up on the channel so everyone can see it. It'd be interesting to see if there are any other small Easter eggs that I haven't actually found, as well as others. Obviously Treyarch has said that there are little Easter eggs that we missed, so we'll see. Anyway, that wraps up this video. Please leave a like and subscribe. It'd be awesome for you guys to know that these Easter eggs are cool, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.